Have you been interested in trying an ice bath? Maybe you've heard about the benefits of cold exposure, but feel intimidated by the idea of a full ice bath. And honestly, that makes sense. Sinking into a bath of ice cold water sounds extreme, and we imagine it requires our own mental toughness as a prerequisite. But what if the goal isn't to prove anything? What if the goal is to practice a response? Small, repeatable, and real. Today, we're talking about micro cold therapy. Cold exposure light. The kind of practice you can actually build into your week. And it fits the same philosophy as yesterday's exercise snacks. Small steps, repeated, that add up. Hey there, it's me, Core, and you're listening to Exercising Self-Control from Fitness to Flourishing. Micro cold therapy is simple. It's brief, intentional exposure to cold, done in doses you can repeat without needing any special setup. Instead of a long plunge, you might do a short face dunk, or you might finish your shower with 15 to 30 seconds of cold water. The common thread is consistency, not intensity or performative drama. Just a short exposure your body learns to handle, implemented again and again over time. There are two doors you can walk through with micro cold therapy. The low intimidation path. If ice baths feel like a mountain, start on the driveway. Start smaller than you think you should. A few seconds at the end of a shower can still give you the stimulus your nervous system needs without the overwhelm. The mental toughness path. If you are already comfortable with discomfort, use this as a practice ground. You embrace the cold. You feel your impulse to rush or quit, and you learn how to stay steady in the experience. Either way, the outcome is the same direction. Repeated exposure builds adaptation. You get the recovery and resilience benefits, and you build confidence that you can follow through. Here's an easy progression you can use. Start with 10 to 15 seconds of cold water at the end of your shower. Keep it brief enough that you'll actually do it consistently as an intentional practice. After you feel comfortable, gradually work toward 30 to 60 seconds. The pace matters. You're not chasing a record. You're building a repeatable habit. You are conditioning the body to adapt to the challenge of discomfort and exercising self-control. A short face dunk, around 30 seconds, can be a useful tool if it feels more manageable for you. All you need is a sink or a large container, cold water, maybe adding some ice cubes, and a dry towel for the cleanup. Aim for 3 to 5 times per week, not necessarily every day. Enough that your practice becomes familiar. Think of it like training strength or cardio with a schedule. This is recovery and resilience, but still built on the same principle. Enough reps to make progress. If you do decide to make this a daily practice, you might want to use what I call waves of intensity. To understand this concept, check out episode 90, Waves of Intensity to Maintain an Exercise Practice for a Lifetime. When you start with any of these options of cold exposure, at first, it'll probably feel sharp and intense. That's normal. The goal isn't to turn the experience into something pleasant overnight. What you're training is the shift that happens after the initial shock. You'll notice that your body settles faster. Your mind stops negotiating with the moment. You become better at handling, I don't want to, without actually obeying that urge. That's the resilience part. The cold is the cue. How you handle your response is the training. If you skip a day you had planned, good. This is where the practice gets real. If you skip a day, don't fall off. Just resume the next day. Micro-cold therapy is not a test of perfection. It's a system designed to survive busy lives and chaotic events. It's not staying on the path. It's immediately getting back on the path. That's the important skill. The win isn't that you did it perfectly. This ties back to my episode on exercise snacks. The win is that you didn't let a missed moment erase your identity as someone who keeps going, keeps practicing, and keeps showing up. If you have any health concerns that make cold exposure a bad idea for you, it's worth checking in with a clinician before starting. And if you feel anything beyond uncomfortable, like dizziness, chest pain, or severe pain, stop and reassess. Keep the practice reasonable. The goal is adaptation over time, not risk in the moment. Micro-cold therapy works because it's built for real life. You reduce intimidation with manageable doses. You build mental toughness by practicing how you respond. And you get the benefits because you repeat the stimulus as a practice. That's the key. You don't need extremes. You need reps. Want to apply ideas like this? Join the school group and start tracking your ACT score. Stack days to strengthen your follow-through. The link is in the episode transcript. That's it for today. Catch you next time.